What is up? What is up, everyone? Sunday night. Hanging out on the live stream real quick. Thought we'd touch base and see what's going on. Give a couple minutes to see if anyone is hanging out on this cold Sunday night. It's crazy. It is cold all over right now, which is insane. I think here is tomorrow was supposed to be crazy, super cold. So actually I left my tint solution in my garage and I need to go and grab it out of there because it was frozen this morning. So that is a rare thing. It don't happen that often, but it happened tonight. So crazy. What is up, David? What's up, Twisted Tint? I don't know why, for some reason I cannot see. Okay, there we go. It's updated. What is going on, guys? Thanks for stopping in, man. We're gonna have Al Satterfield. Check the description if you can, because we got Al tonight on, and he's gonna be on in a little bit. I just wanted to come and start the stream and see what's up with you guys, and then I'm gonna get Al rolling, get the link so we can pick his brain. What is up, David? What is going on? How are things in California? Is in Northern California one of the only places that's not like snowing crazy right now, icy and everything else? Because this, man, it is crazy out there with this weather. Rest in peace to the people in Texas that had that big accident. That's scary, man. That's really scary. Hopefully anyone traveling right now is traveling safe, because it's crazy out there. This temperature is nuts. I walk over to my shop and walk outside. It's like hard for me to breathe, and it's like -8. It's supposed to be -44 tomorrow morning. So my kids are staying home. I actually have a car to do. It's sitting in the garage right now. Man, it's crazy right now. Just got to get through this month. It's insane. At the end of the week, though, I think it's supposed to be like 18 here, so that's going to feel like a heat wave. It's crazy in Wisconsin how it gets negative, and then when it gets to above freezing, you go outside, it actually feels a lot warmer. It's crazy. What's up, Patrick Davis? Appreciate you stopping in. Learned a lot from watching your lives, bro. Keep them coming. Hey, I appreciate it. It helps when you guys give some of that feedback to let me know if we're on the right track, you know. I like to be able to talk to people and kind of interact with people, and a lot of the people that are in the that are here in the comments, they tint as well. So if someone finds the live stream and comes in and asks the question, I'm sure there's people that can help you in real time. So that's awesome. David Rosenberg, Twisted Tint, David, all these guys in the stream, they tint, tint for a living. So there's no better place to ask than, questions here is trying to learn, There you go, 54 degrees. So David is still hanging out. He has 54 degrees. We need to be chilling by David's house right now, because 54 degrees is awesome. I mean, you got -5 in Texas right now. I mean, it's crazy. New Mexico is -1, Jay Bird said. Wow, it's crazy. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying your Valentine's Day. What's up, Richman87? Did you change your name, your screen name, Richman87? I thought it was something different before. What is going on? So Patrick Davis, what's your situation? Where are you located? And are you tinting full time, or are you practice tinting? Kind of chime in and let us know what's going on. Thanks, appreciate you guys. You got 11 in the stream right now. Appreciate you guys. N8, what is going on? Try to heat streak on a board, like you said. You're wondering how you stop those tiny fingers at the bottom and bunch up. Hopefully I'm making sense. This in one of my videos I lift it up and I just heat evenly across the bottom. Lift it up and heat evenly across the bottom, and just when it starts to, what I do when I heat shrink on the board, I focus on the more of the center part, not the edges so much, in the center. Because then you'll see if you focus on the center, it'll bow. It'll kind of get that tension in there. So I lift the film up and I focus my heat in the center of the film. So I think I'm going to I was thinking to myself today, I was doing a truck, I was like, maybe I should kind of show the peel board shrinking more in depth. So I think I'm going to do a video on that. Maybe once it warms up. It's like -8 right now. Once it warms up, I'll do a little bit better video on that. But yeah, you tint on the, you heat on the middle of the film, and then when you lift it up, you'll notice it'll kind of bow, and that's what you want. You want that tension, and when you lay it on the glass, it has tension to pop to the glass. What's up, Slow GLS? Thanks for stopping in. That summer's bright, that tint help. You know, some tint is gonna help better than any. And the crazy part about it right now is I think that some people are slowly catching on that right now is almost more beneficial than the summertime. You know what I mean? Right now it's so bright that that tint is helping. Even though right now it's so bright that it seems like it might not be helping, but when you walk outside, you know, if you got 20% on your car or whatever, you're filtering a lot of that sunlight out. And right now it is crazy bright. So there's a lot of people that say, oh, should I wait till the summer? Like, no, you can benefit from having tint on your car in the winter, I think even more than the summer. So I appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you. That's awesome. See, if we can stay in the heads, if we can stay in the heads of people when they're jumping in their cars and stuff like that, saying, oh man, this tint helps, it just keeps it fresh in the mind, you know? Yeah, I got a job changing and we do wraps and they work on cars. It's dope. I got a job at the shop changing and we do wraps. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So where are you located, Rich Man? I know I see you on the group on Facebook here and there, but where are you located? Kind of refresh the memory. Oh, Storm, for sure, man. For sure. Hey, no, I know. I chit chat with Carlos back and forth, so I definitely know who Texas Tint Masters are, man. You know, for sure. I mean, they're doing some big things that are just crazy right now. They're tint collaborations. He's starting his episode up with this, like, the thing, and see, that was crazy because I had thoughts of ideas of doing some different things with videos and YouTube too. But yeah, man, you got to know Texas Tint Masters. Carlos and his crew are killing it over there. I'm a big fan of theirs. I'm a big fan of what they're doing, for sure. Twisted Tint. Everyone hit the X on the live chat. Slam that like button, please. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Oh man, we got Garage Driven stopping through. Hey, I appreciate you stopping through, man. Like, hey, you guys, your free smoke channel is insane, and you know, I like what you guys are doing. So, you know, I'm trying to do something in my own little niche here with the Faded Nation and stuff like that. So appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you guys don't know, Garage Driven has an incredible Challenger, wide-bodied, on air, man. His Garage Driven stops you right now. You can see him on the screen. Check put your YouTube link in there, Garage Driven, because he's built an awesome Challenger. Him and his team and his crew down in Florida are just killing the game. So it's awesome. SMOD Tint, Southern Maryland area. Thanks for stopping through. Tint everything, Garage Driven. Hey, I'm trying to fade. Hey, Garage Driven, I'm trying to fade the world, man. Faded Nation. All over. We got people from all over, from Maryland to New Mexico, California, Texas. Man, we're trying to fade the nation, man. Appreciate it. No, man. Hey, leave a link to your channel, man. Let them go check out how you get down. You got the incredible Dodge Charger doing things, man, nobody else is doing right now. So that deserves credit for itself. So guys, check out Garage Driven, man. Check out his YouTube channel. Throw your IG in there. Yep. Throw some social media, man. This is all for, hey, I want everybody to be able to link up and just connect. So throw your IG down in there because he's killing it. I can throw it in there later, but yeah, throw it in there definitely. Let me shift gears a little bit. I want to get Al on about 7:30. So in a little bit I want to get Al on, and we are gonna see what Al has going on. Al is I'm a fan of Al's his whole vibe and how he does things. So let me try to see. Okay. All right. Juan P, what is up? T-Town Tints. T-Town Tint shirts, new tint name. Okay, so that T-Town Tints, that's awesome. I like that. I like that logo too. T-Town Tint. T-Town new tint name, by the way. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, people are changing their names up and stuff. So as soon as you start to get a link on who someone is, they're flipping the script on you. IG, Garage Driven, IG. Let's see if I can, where was that at? Garage Driven, IG. Check his Garage Driven. Let me see. RIGE_GRIVEN. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, people are, I'm a fan of anyone just trying to just do their thing, man. You know what I mean? There's so much going on nowadays. It's awesome to see people creating and doing just awesome stuff out here, man. So let me, I'm just trying to multitask, people. Just give me a minute. There it goes. There's a link. What's up, Juan P? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you, man. What up? What up? Window Tints, JP Window Tints. Juan P, leave a link to your Instagram down there too, so we can all connect. Because actually, I've been kind of going crazy on Instagram lately, just trying to like link up with all the tint shops that I see on Instagram. I just wanted to be linked and just see what other people are going on, because I like seeing what people are doing. It's inspiration to me, you know, to push harder and try to create content and just help people out. So I appreciate all you guys stopping in today. Slow Tinting, hey, Slow Tinting, I know you have your IG. What's up? Post your IG in there too, you know. Twisted Tint, everybody throw your IG in there, your Instagram, so we can all connect. Because I'm a fan of it all. Instagram David CM888. All right. I know you guys have your garage dipping. I know you guys have your stream that's a little bit earlier. I think 5 o'clock. Is that your time, 5 o'clock? But man, I've been trying to catch those too, because you guys have like heavy hitters in the game on your Free Smoke channel. So Garage Driven has a Free Smoke YouTube channel where they're really focusing on people in the industry, YouTube. So that's, you guys really inspired me to want to step my whole game up as far as the stream. I had to figure it out. I researched and I was going crazy. I had to try to get some equipment. I had to get my whole setup. 6 p.m. Eastern, they stream. And I don't know how y'all are doing streams every day. I give y'all credit, man. I can't do it. You know, I just don't have the energy and the time. But you guys, hey, that's inspiration. Every time I see it pop up on my feed, I'm like, I got to check it out. So y'all are inspiring, man. T-Town Tint, thanks for love on the logo. Still have my other page name, but I thought I'd come out with the new business. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's all about hooking up. Slow Tint put his Instagram at Slow Tints in there, so check him out. I'm always a fan of seeing what people are doing, man. Definitely. So Bryn said, what's your favorite tint setup on a vehicle? My favorite tint setup. Well, me personally, man, I like 50% windshield and ceramic. I don't like to go too much darker because, like I said, it's my neck of the woods is country. My whole road is country. So I'm in the country a lot, and the deer get crazy out here. So I got to drive 10 minutes from the town to get to my house, and deer crossing the road and stuff like that. So I like to do like a 50% ceramic windshield and pretty much 20% on the sides and rear of a sedan. So that's kind of like I like to rock my tint on my vehicles. My Impala's tinted like that. My truck has 50% full windshield, 15% on the sides, you know. So I do have a 5% backlight, but it's just a regular cab truck. But if I'm doing a sedan, I like 20% with a 50% full windshield. Much appreciated, James. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah. We got the TikTok. I mean, I know a lot of us got TikTok going on too. Post your TikTok down there if you want to put your TikTok link on there too. Because like I said, later on we can all go back and kind of scan through a little bit and check that out. Because my stuff is just at Fade the Black all across the board. Fade the Black LLC all across the board. So, yeah, Garage Driven does. Yeah, the streams on Sundays, yep, and the videos come out there. I don't know how y'all have time to do the videos daily, but man, y'all doing some crazy. Y'all are doing some very cool stuff. Like I said, you guys, once the Free Smoke came out, I think I was like 5 or 6 videos in. You guys had it up already. Had to go back and do my research, and then I was like, man, this is crazy right here. Because like I said, I know Fat Cat talked about how there were certain individuals kind of covering the YouTube spectrum, and then you guys started to cover it on your own way, shape, and form. So I was like, man, that's crazy right there. So it motivated me to kind of step it up and just quit streaming off a little cell phone and kind of up my stuff up. So 35, slow since at 35 and 50% what I do most of the cars. Storm, what's up, Storm? Do your review on people's cars. I'm new to this channel. No, I don't do review. My thing is when, you know, a lot of us in here are window tinters. I mean, I'm a window tinter, but I like messing with cars. I like customizing my own cars. Now, granted, I haven't gone crazy in customizing cars. I mean, like, ever since I was young, I used to draw cars. I used to read lowrider magazines, import magazines. I used to just go, when I went to the store with my mother, man, I would be in the magazine aisle while she was shopping. I was reading any type of car magazine I could. Motor Trend, dude, I was just a car fanatic. So as I got older, I started wanting to customize cars. But then I wanted to paint cars at first, but then I kind of latched on the window tint and I ran with it. So now my thing is to tint and vinyl wrap and to help people with wheels and tires. I just want to help mess with cars, man. So that's my thing. I know David put his TikTok in there. So I don't do reviews, but you know, it's my main thing on the channel is window tint, but then you'll see some vinyl wrapping in there, tail light tinting. you know, stuff like that, you know. James said he only has it from my Kenworth. Appreciate it, Garage Jiffin. Like I said, man, I think we're all inspiring each other, man, because you guys inspire me, and I want to. Right now, my goal is to get my box Chevy on the road. My box Chevy has to get on the road. I ain't too much worried about my Impala, but I want to get my box Chevy on the road this summer. But you guys will see that if I can start getting that thing built, you'll see that a little bit more this summer. That's what they say. Hey, appreciate it, man. You know, yeah, definitely do what you got to do, man. You gotta keep the other side happy too. So appreciate you stopping in, man. Appreciate you. Hey, I had Super Street. I was an import craze fanatic back in the day. I had a Civic hatch, a 91 Civic hatch. I had a 94 Integra. I had a 90 Accord. I had a 2002 Volkswagen GTI. All of it was lowered. It all had the decals. It was tinted. I was Super Street import crazy. We were some of the first dudes starting to import stuff in our town back in the day. I think I was the first dude in my town that had 18s on a Honda, and people didn't think it was gonna do. I'm like, dude, I'm putting 18s on there. It was all 16s and 17s. I'm like, I'm going 18s. So it was crazy. What's up, Johnny Bear? Appreciate you stopping in. What's going on? So I am going to try to. We're gonna have Al from Indiana hang out with us tonight. Front windshield, so tinted for front windshield, I like 50%. That's what I'm saying. 50% ceramic is what I always put on my vehicles. I got it on my wife's vehicle. I got 40% on my Impala. I wanted to try 40%, but I got 50% on my Silverado. But I felt like 40% is just a tinge bit too dark, like in my opinion, because like I said, I'm in the country. If you're in like, a big city like you guys, some of you guys are, you're riding around on a highway, you got the street lights, and you get in the city, you got street lights everywhere, you're probably fine. But for me, like I said, it gets country where there's no street lights, there's nothing. Only the headlights of car. I mean, we don't even have house lights on, so 40% gets dark for me. So I like to have like 50%. I had every Deport Honda tuning, mini trucking, truck. Yeah, I can't forget mini trucking, man. I used to be a mini trucking friend. I used to be a truck fanatic because my father used to live in Mesquite, Texas. So I'd go to Texas and visit him, and we see all the trucks hanging out, and the dancing beds and all this to do. I used to be I'm telling you, man, I'm just a fan of vehicles in general. Car stuff is just, car and truck and that whole thing is crazy to me, man. I've always been a fan of stuff. Eric Loco, what's up, man? Appreciate you tuning in, y'all. We're just getting started, man. We're like 15 minutes in, so we're just getting started. Yep, we're gonna have Al. I told Al I was gonna try to get in here and kind of touch base with you guys, see what's going on, and then we're gonna pull Al in a little bit later. So Al's gonna be coming in soon. So try 45%. That's on my wife's car. Here's your chance to use Lexa. Hey, but I did 43% Suntech on a buddy's car. And I can't remember what we have on the sides, but we did a 40% windshield, his brown interior. And when they come down the road, I cannot even see her. I mean, I'm a brother, so of course I'm gonna be darker in there. They're white. But when they come down the road, I cannot even see them. And that's 43%. So I don't know. Like, I know it should be a little bit lighter, but I don't know. Yeah, I got the 40%. I won't mess with that now until if I have some issue. If that windshield breaks or something. The only reason I changed it is because the windshield cracked and I need to get a new windshield. So then I put 40% on there. I wanted to try it out. But I'll probably just leave the 40% on there. I might get some better headlights on that car too. So what's up, David? I heard you said you have a tint keg. Do you still using it, or what's the pros and cons of using it where you're living? No, yeah, I do have a tint keg. I was talking to people about that before. I got a tint keg. What I'm gonna do is, now when it gets super cold in my garage, I have one of them old hoses. So I want to upgrade it, my keg, and I want to put a flexible rubber hose on it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna leave a tint keg here, and I'm gonna get another tint keg because James said he's gonna hook me up with a tint keg. I'm gonna have a tint keg at my other place where I tint that. Well, one of the other places I tint that. So I'm gonna use a tint keg probably pretty much for the peel board, and I'll take the bottles to the car. So then I won't have to fill stuff up as much. I'll be able to put 3 or 4 gallons in the keg, leave the tint keg there. I'm gonna leave it right by my my peel board, and my other shop has a peel board. I'm gonna leave that there. So I have a tint keg with the rubber hose over there, and I have a tint keg with a hose over here. So I have 2 of them. I'll leave them on the pin board. So that's what I'm gonna get ready to do. But right now, like I said, it's still cold. The shops are colder and everything. My garage right now is pretty cold. I gotta warm up the my garage before I tint the car. I warm up about a half hour before I go out there and start tinting. So if I leave that tint keg out there all night, it gets really cold. So I'm not gonna do it until winter comes. So I'm just kind of waiting a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna have 2 tanks going, and I'm gonna upgrade the hoses and everything. There are tanks that you can rent. They clean the water for you. Tanks you can rent. I never heard of that. I never heard of that. I want to see some. What? Mitsubishi Mighty Max at Dancer Best. See, that's crazy. That man, that was nuts. I used to love seeing that, man. You know, they used to have the bed competitions over in Cali and the lowrider shows. I used to hit the lowrider show in Chicago and Milwaukee like religiously. I always would go, man. That was this my thing, man. El Paso is in the house. What is up? Yeah, so I'm gonna be rocking my keg. Ivan Rodriguez, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. What is your ratio on tint removals to regular installs? Thank you. No, the ratio, well, hey, if in a perfect world, the ratio will be 0 removals and, you know, all the installs every single day. But, you know, hey, you know, we're all human. You know, everything happens. I mean, things happen. So I definitely have removals, you know what I mean? Now there's a different type of removals. There's a removal because someone brings you a car that they want bad tint taken off, and there's a removal if something that you did and the customer is not happy with. So there's 2 different types of removals, you know what I mean? Maybe you thought about that way. I had a guy that I did a car months ago, and it got super cold. I don't know if he parks his car inside or outside, but he rolled his window down and it started peeling in the corner. Now, if I get a comeback or something, it's usually gonna be a peel in the corner of the window, right down by the mirror in the front. And you know what? I totally understand that. I expect that. I tell them just bring it back, I'll fix it. But what I'm gonna do next time, I'll probably run my film just a little bit farther down below the seal. And generally I don't have any problem because I tint almost every day. So if I'm tinting something every day and you're doing hundreds of cars at the end of the year and you get, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 that come back, your ratio is still very high. You know what I mean? So you can't really fault yourself if you got 1 or 2 cars that come back for something. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's how it works. I mean, you can go to a mechanic shop and try to do a repair, and then they leave, and a month later say, you know, come back, you know, a day later say, oh, the problem is still there, so you got to take it back. It is what it is, you know. So never knock yourself. I mean, I don't know your situation, but never knock yourself if you get a removal or something like that. It's no big deal, you know. Yeah, I just buy distilled water. I mean, you can get a gallon of distilled water for like 89 cents, you know. So, and honestly, you know, my gallons of stuff last me a good while. They last a while. So if I fill up a tint keg with 3 or 4 gallons of water, that keg is gonna last me for a long time because I'm only using that keg just to spritz water on the film before I install it. I'm not drenching it. I'm not doing it. I'm just a quick spritz. That keg is gonna last for weeks. It's gonna last for a long time. Clean it and send it out Tuesday. Got your address, so it'll be there. So, hey, I appreciate it. Like I said, appreciate it. I'm gonna have to put in care of James Garnett or something on the tank representing. So I appreciate it. Like I said, let me know. I got your shirts in the box too, so I'm gonna send your shirts out probably Tuesday. Monday is gonna be cold. I don't know if I'm going anywhere tomorrow, but Tuesday I gotta run out, so I might send them Tuesday. But you should definitely get it. What did you say? I filter water for the keg and also have 2 filters inside on the gun. There you go. Yep. I actually don't filter my kegs, and I don't have any problem. But you know, everyone definitely do what works best for you, though. Retints on old cars and trucks pretty often, but I only had 1 truck come back for problems. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get. That's what I'm saying. There's 2 different types of removals. There's gonna be removal for someone that, you know, is picky about something, or it's gonna be removal for old cars. Now, the last video I had in the back window removal, it was a female that bought a car, and I think she was keeping it inside, and all of a sudden she said she started parking her car outside, and for some reason the tint just started she said in a matter of like a couple months, the tint just started going bad. So I replaced it, and that tint was bad. It took me a while to strip that tint off. But that's a whole nother story though. Like I said, I got into chemicals and everything. I talked about it in that video I have down there. But yeah, it's crazy. Johnny Sperry, what's the ratio of repeat customers versus new customers? Repeat customers is high, and that's a good thing. And that's something to be blessed about, because if people are coming back, the customer I had today was a Dodge truck. I did his fronts for him, and he brought his truck back, and he wanted to strip the fronts off, and he wanted to go all darker all the way around with a visor strip. So that was a repeat customer this morning. Repeat customers are you know, they're a blessing, and that's they're high, you know, and that's the one thing. If you can build that relationship with someone, you're cool with them, and they bring you back or they tell your friends about you, that's what you want. You know what I mean? That's what helps your business keep floating. So repeat customers, I don't know the ratio, but it's high. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate my customers. David said he got a 5-gallon tint keg as a giveaway, but never used because I'm more a poly sprayer man. Yeah, I know it. I am too. And it's cold. Yep. I'm afraid to get super cold slip from that keg. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. My keg is a 5-gallon keg. I don't want to have to lug it in and out of my house to keep everything warm and put it back in. Now, my spray bottles, I got 4 spray bottles. I can bring them in the house. That's not that big of a deal. But you got your keg in with your hose. I mean, you could bring it in, but, you know, me personally, like I said, I'll wait another couple months, and then I'll have that tint keg set up for all the way until, like, you know, fall again. I'll have it set up for months, you know. I mean, I could use it now, but I just, like I said, that's my plan. That's my goal. I'm going to have that thing set up, and I'm going to be rocking 2 tint kegs soon. Almost all my customers are repeating. See, that's what's up. That is what's up, you know. And one of the differences with me, you know, there's good and bad between, you know, tinting out of your garage or tinting at your house or having a shop. One of the differences with me is if I'm tinting, like, let's say a front match and a visor, and I pull them up in my garage or I pull them up in my my shop in the summertime, I just say, hey, you just want to hang out? If you want to just hang out here and kick it, whatever. You know, they might talk on their phone, or we'll just chit chat about stuff. They'll watch how I do it, and they kind of earn that respect. Like, man, you make that look very easy. But a lot of them know, like, man, I tried to tint back in high school. I tinted when I was younger. It was a pain. I don't want to do it no more. That's why I'm bringing it to you. And then you make it look so easy as you're talking to them. You're just tinting away, and they look at you and they're like, dude, you're done already? You know, so we just shoot the jump. It kind of lets you have a little more of a personal one-on-one connection with your customers instead of sitting in the lobby, you know what I mean? Sitting in the lobby, and they give you your card, and you say, okay, I'll be right back, and you go in and tint, and you bring it back, and you never had to talk. Like, me and my customers, we just kick it. We hang out. But right now with COVID, it's kind of a little bit different. I kind of have them go into my shop, you know, and then I'll bring the car in my garage. They can sit in my shop. It has heat. So I kind of changed it up a little bit. Rich man, I don't know if you're talking to me, but I am in central Wisconsin. I'm in central Wisconsin. We are getting hell outside now. Thank God for full coverage insurance. Oh, so is it like hailing or something down there in Twisted Tint in Texas, southern Texas? My comeback was a roll down appeal, so they had to pay again. It wasn't my fault, and they were cool about it. Exactly. Like I said, I tell customers right away, if it's something I did or installation, or you notice something that doesn't look right, let me know. If it's something that I caused, I'll fix it. And if it's something that you did, you messed up the wind, you hit it, your dog jumped on it, you scratched it with a seatbelt, you know, it is what it is. You gotta let me know. I'll work with you. I'll try to get you in here and we'll place it. I had a customer that said, "Oh, I got a hole in my tint," and I know you don't just get holes. I knew it wasn't a possibility to get holes in tint. So she said, "Oh, I got a hole in my tint and I can see it," and I said, you know, I was cool about it. I said, okay, well, when you get time, bring it in and we'll check it out. And then I said, usually holes in tints are because of seatbelts, or the seatbelt hitting the glass. She thought about it. She's like, okay, well, I don't know. I guess I just noticed it. And then I guess they were going someplace that they were driving, and I think her kid, they hit the thing, and she said, I feel so bad, Wayne. Yep, it was from a seatbelt. Let me just know what I owe you, and I'll pay you for it. I mean, people are generally cool, you know. A lot of people, you know, some people don't really try to get over on you. A lot of people will try to help you out, and they'll realize what they did, and they'll be totally cool about it. And that's what's cool, you know. Faith, that one example of a repeat customer, would you give him a discount? The ones that you know what? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do give people discounts. This customer today, he wanted me to strip off the fronts and then redo, like I said, redo his whole crew cab truck, the back window, and put a visor strip on there. So I installed everything and I stripped the fronts, and the fronts was my film, and it just peeled right off. It didn't leave one speck of glue on there. So I told him, you know what? Don't even worry about removal. I'm not even going to charge you for removal because I took it off. I heat my steamer up. I peeled it right off. Perfect. So I didn't even charge him for removal. So that was just me, and that's how I like to do it. But I like to mention that to them, say, hey, I'm not even going to charge you for removal. And, you know, because I could have charged them for removal, but I didn't because it came off. Now, if you're another customer where I have to scrape glue, I'm going to charge you. And I'm going to tell you I'm going to charge you. So I was cool. I gave him a discount, and he appreciates it, and he's happy with his truck. So that's cool. Yep, Twisted said, if you're straight up with them, they'll be straight up with you. For the most part, I've had good luck. For the most part, my customers are totally honest and genuine. They have been really cool about it. So, yeah, no, I hook people up. I mean, it's just, I mean, I just want someone to treat me like, you know, treat them like they want to, like you want to be treated. So if someone comes back to me, oh, Wayne, I'm bringing my truck back, or I recommend my buddy come to you, he came to you, man, I want to get something done. It's like, dude, okay, here, I'll give you, you know, something off of this, or I'll do your visor for half price. Like I said, you're gonna make it up on the other side. It's not, I'm not gonna be a millionaire over tinting, but just taking care of people is important, man. Flex Film for the win. Brins, any advice on someone who wants to get into tinting? Check out my other I don't know if you saw it, but I just made a video about 5 steps, 5 tips for anyone trying to start their own business or something. Check out some of that. It's food for thought. Like every one of those steps we could expand on, granted, but it just helps to get the mind rolling, helps get the ball rolling. I talked about where you're gonna work at, get your pricing set up, figure out some social media, brand yourself, your location. You know, some of those things are what you want to do. Check the prices in the area, see what installs are going for. Learn, practice, get comfortable with doing installs and tinting before you just start bringing cars in. You know, you're going to be frustrated. I personally, I'll be honest with you guys. If I have a tint day where I book a lot of cars, my mind starts freaking going nuts on me. You know what I mean? My mind tries to play tricks on me because I like to keep my schedule pretty lean, and I'll space my schedule out. Usually in the summertime, what I do is I start booking people, and then if I start overbooking, I start filling them in where I have spots. When you get to the point where you have no more time to fill someone in, then you're booking out to next week. So my mind, if I have a day where I have like 3 or 4 sedans and I have like 2 or 3 front matches and I booked them all in, my mind is crazy. My mind is thinking I got so much work to do. So I don't like to put myself in that position. So think about, like I said, take your time, practice. Don't overbook yourself. It's not the end of the world. Take your time. You know, make sure you have your skills good. Make sure you're comfortable and confident with installing before you really hit the ground running. You know what I mean? And network. I also talked in that video about networking. I network with people that bring me work, so I don't have to go out there and find work. I tint for other shops, for other people at their shops. So I've just kind of set myself up in a good area, in a good way. And like I said, if you want to do mobile, sometimes you do mobile. I go out and do mobile. So think about how you can position yourself in your community to run your tint business. You know, what are you going to do? Like James said, you're going to go mobile to their house. You're going to have them bring the cars to you. Do you have a place? Can you go work maybe at like an accessory shop and say, hey, I will tint for you. You do your customers. One of the shops I tint at, I tell them no more than like 4 or 5 vehicles a day. I don't want to be there all day. Don't overbook me. Give me like 4 vehicles. If it's a sedan, that sedan might take me 2 hours to make sure everything is good so I can roll it out. So I'm like, don't give me 3 sedans and that's 6 hours. I'm gonna be there all day. Give me a few front matches and give me 1 or 2 sedans or something at max. So you can pace yourself how you want to be. So you're in control of your situation, you know? So think about that, you know? The tank, so you pay a few for a tank, I forget what it's called, then you rent it for like $20 a month, hook it up to your water. So that might be some type of water system or something like that you're saying. But, deionized water, okay, so you can wash. Yeah. No, I hear a lot of people talking about deionized water for like RVs and stuff too. So, yeah, that's crazy. Twisted Tint says mobile, but in the field, no shop. Give me a few wraps and stuff up. The audio sounds good till I get the page. I'm ready to sign in. And it goes the audio sounds good. Al, I will see you pop in here. Al, when you're ready, I'll see you. Your whole screen will pop in. So just click the links and get in there, and then I'll bring you in if you're listening. Because I don't see you. You'll pop right in my screen, Al. I will be able to see you. Audio sounds good till I get to the page where I'm ready to sign in and it goes quiet. Yeah, you might not be able to hear your audio. So they'll be able to hear you, but I won't hear anything. You don't hear anything either until you and I are talking together. So it's gonna be quiet. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but yeah, just click the link and sign in, everything. Al, if you're listening, click the link, sign in, and then we will get everything going. I got my mom messaging me real quick. I got somebody else messaging me. I'm trying to make sure I can connect with Al. Where is Al at? Let's see. Make sure you click the link and then follow the instructions, and I'll see you. So we're trying to get Al set up on my screen. But this winter is just, man, this winter is this cold. This is crazy. Yeah, Rich Man talking about deionized water setup. Yep. No, I mean, I've heard about that. I've heard about that a lot with washing cars and stuff like that, having a deionized setup. I just use distilled water. I use distilled water because where my well water, my previous house, I had a well, and that water was just so hard. There was minerals in it. When I tint the car, it would look foggy. So then I went to just going and getting distilled water by the gallons, and then so now I could use my well water here. My well water here is pretty good, and it works really well with Tintac. But I just buy the jugs. I go to the dollar store and buy like 3 jugs, and that actually lasts me for a good while. So I got like 5 gallons sitting on my floor, like $1 a piece. And I don't dump in my kegs. I make the mixture out of them, and I'm all good. So I haven't had any issues with that. Yeah, that storm was messed up, man. That was crazy. Yeah, try again, Al, because I don't see you. You should pop up. Yeah, that storm in Texas was crazy. Because I was driving home last week, and this dude had a truck and a trailer right in front of me, and I know the roads are kind of sketchy. Man, this guy started swerving. His trailer came around the side of his truck, pushed him straight into the ditch, and I was maybe a good 10 cars lengths behind him or something. Snow flew everywhere. I could not even see for a couple seconds. The snow was all over the car, and I just hoped that like there was no one in front of me to hit. And finally the snow cleared up. And I looked back, and the guy was in the ditch, and then a car pulled over and stopped with him. So like if there was no one there, I was gonna go back and stop with him. But the car right away just pulled over and stopped with him, and I was like, dude, this is crazy. I'm telling you, this winter is just, man, it's crazy. It is nuts. It is crazy. So I'm just hoping I can get through the winter. I'm trying to take it easy. And yeah, no, people did pass away. I think they said 6. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they said 6 people did pass away in that. So this weather is just nuts right now, man. This weather is nuts. Actually, at this point, I got a bunch of stuff I have to do, but like, man, if I have to have some slow days and stuff right now, or people reschedule because it's cold, I don't even worry about it. I'm like, hey, it's just too crazy to be messing around when it's this cold. I'm not even trying to worry about trying to tint. Like I said earlier, I left my tint bottles in the garage, and a couple of them were froze. My garage gets to about 30-something degrees. I have a little heater in there. I'll run it, and it gets to about 30-something degrees. And I should have just pulled them in. So tonight I'll probably pull the tint bottles in, and then when I wake up, I'll go turn the heater on, and I'll probably go knock the car out, and then I'll just turn the heater off. I keep a little small heater in there, but yeah, it's crazy. Crazy weather day. Yeah, storm. It's nuts, man. It's just insane right now. Bad ice storm. Yeah. See, I know some of the southern states, you guys get that ice and stuff. That's just, man. That ice is crazy. Especially if you're trying to drive, you're commuting, and you start getting that ice. It covers everything. That's freaky. There was a guy in Milwaukee, which is like a couple of hours south of me. He was going on an overpass, and see, this freaks me out kind of a little bit too. He was going on an overpass, and his truck slid. He hit the thing. He fell down the overpass, man. I was like, dude, that is just so crazy. That he's okay. He was on the news, but he actually flipped the guardrail on the overpass and fell down. It was one of the overpasses that went up high too. It wasn't just a bridge. It was like one of those interchange ones. Man, it was crazy. Oh, it's a 15 car. Okay, a 50 car accident. El Paso now. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, my God, my bad. Man. Al, I don't know if you're watching yet. Is it working? What do you got? Yeah, click that link and follow the steps, and it should be able to give you a link to come right into this stream. You should be able to, because something wrong. Please connect to the internet. If you are, this may be on our end. Let us know if it continues. We're here to help. That's crazy. What is going on? Are you using... Man, maybe we should have tested this out earlier, but I know we were kind of busy. Let me try to send... Let me try to send this again. That might be the same link, but try that again. Click on that real quick and see what happens. Because usually you're going to pop right up in my screen and I can see you. Then I can just put you right into the stream. Try that again. I've been using Flex Film for years and I have had no problems with Flex Film at all. Flex Film and Tint Club are one of my main go-to tints, but I have had no issues. Their customer service is awesome. I really like how the TerraFlex Carbon, the scratch coat is. Your tint just slides over it. The colors well. Their Panaflex I use for ceramic for my windshields, and it just shrinks awesome. So I have had no problem, Ivan. So I think, like I said, if you call them, they will hook you up with some samples, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I like it. The color's good. I haven't had no problem with it at all. So, at all. I've had no, guys, if you're using tap water or have bad water resources, I just put a little 40 micron from Dirty Filter on my poly pump sprayer and that works amazing. Okay, so you just put a little filter on there from the tap water. I mean, that's, yeah, if that works for you, that's awesome. I always just make it a plan to just make sure I know that if I'm going to just make sure I just grab, run in a dollar store, get some stuff, the kids get some snacks, get some drinks, and I just grab a couple bottles of water, and this is kind of like my thing. I got them going each way. I got to go north, I got them going south. You order the samples, they got to roll each to try out. So T-Town Tints, what did you exactly order? What film brand did you order? Jack's, Florida. I'm mobile. All right. Patrick J was in Florida. 40 is better than 2 grams, $10. Mike is awesome. How did you put it on your YouTube, David? Got a roll of each to try out. So what have you been using, T-Town Tints? What have you been using for your film right now, or your brand, or what have you been using for you've been practicing on, or what have you been using for all that? Matt's dad is getting tons of comebacks. So you've been using Flag. Okay. Matt's dad, is you talking about Matt in Detroit or something like that, or? Matt's dad, because I know they're in a cold weather state. If you're talking about Matt, he's in Detroit, right? So hotter states, I don't know, but I know over there in California, David, he was here earlier. David, they've been using Flex Film and they haven't had any issues either. So it's hard to tell. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's just, I don't know. Some people could have like a bad lot or something, or some, I mean, it's hard to tell to say this is bad or this is bad, because, you could get a roll where you might have issues with it and then it could be good. So I don't know. T-Town Tint said Lumar, tinted my own, and now you need a good film. Gotcha. Yeah. I use Lumar, Honest Tint. What's up, Honest Tint? There you go, Al. Now look at that. There goes Al. Al's almost in there. All right, guys. So we're gonna pull Al in. I see him. He's had to get his little bugs worked out. He got his truck in the background. Al, I'll give you a couple seconds to get set up. There you go. All right, here. Let me see if I can. When I add you, we should be able to hear each other. So What's going
Hey.
on? I can hear you. I can hear
All
you.
right. Yeah. Technology. I guess it's working.
You're all good now, man. You're all good. What is going on?
It wouldn't hook up when I was on just my phone. I had to hook up to the Wi-Fi. I thought the Wi-Fi would be worse than my phone.
Yeah, no, yep. You gotta have Wi-Fi if you go through. I don't think they want just to go through just regular data. But yeah, you gotta have Wi-Fi. That's the only issue. But other than that, yeah, you just pop in and it's all
Yeah.
good. It's all good. What
Good
is
deal.
going on?
Just getting ready for the snow that's supposed to hit tonight.
Oh, you got any appointments tomorrow or no?
Yeah. I already had 2 cancellations today for tomorrow. We're supposed to get 9 to 12 inches starting
Dude, that's
tonight.
crazy.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
we were just talking about all this weather. I mean, every Twisted Tent said he's in Texas, and he said it sounds like it's hail or something going on right now. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But
Hey,
it's
so
that time of
guys,
year.
oh yeah, it is, guys. So check it out. We got Al from INTINTZ from Indiana. How do you say that? Kokomo,
Yeah. Kokomo, just like the beach.
Kokomo,
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
We got Al here. Al, man, I've been a fan of Al's. The way he runs this stuff. When you see his stories and everything, I mean, the whole thing is awesome. So
Hey, I just try
definitely
to have
check.
fun.
Oh man, yeah, man, dude, you doing up. I saw the story today where you guys are rocking out. You are
Oh,
always doing it up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up. So
I heard you
guys,
guys
check out.
talking mini trucks and lowriders and sport
Oh
compacts,
man,
and that's where I
you
come from.
know. Oh man, I could tell. I could tell like your whole style, your whole theme, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So guys, check out Al. I left Al's description. All his social media is down below. If you guys haven't familiar with he's killing it too. Flat glass, vinyl wraps, so and all that. So let's get into some of the stuff because I'm curious now. You are in your shop right now, so tell us how big your shop is.
Uh, well, this is my shop I've been using for a while.
Oh
This is just my garage in my house.
right,
It's 30
right.
by
Okay,
30, and
okay.
it's kind of till we get the big one up. I mean, I
So
was out there a little bit ago, but I don't have the Wi-Fi set up out there,
right.
so that wouldn't work.
Right, right.
But yeah,
Okay. Let's just first. Let's say, how long have you been tint? Like you tint. I mean, obviously you have a good presence in your area because I've been following you for like years. I don't even know how long. So how did you get started, like with tinting, and what brought you to it?
I was in high school. I wanted my car tinted. This was 1986, and, and I didn't want to pay anybody to do it, so I just picked me up some film and did it. And my buddies liked it. I did their cars, and then it was weekend party money, and then
Yep.
it
Yep.
just kind of blossomed from there, really. And then
Yeah.
I just never got out of it. I was always into art. I drew, and I went to school for commercial art and graphic design.
Crazy.
But I've always been into cars,
Yep.
and yeah,
See,
I
that's the
still
same
hand
thing for
cut to
me.
this day.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like when I was a kid, I think in middle school, early middle school, high school, I used to go to school, I would come
Yep,
home and I would draw mini trucks. I draw
that's
slam truck.
exactly.
I still got them
Yeah,
upstairs. I used to
that's
draw
why I
them
build them.
slammed out. You know what I mean? Right.
I would draw them, and then once I got to where I could drive, I had to have something that I've been drawing. So that's
Yeah.
what got me into slamming them and body drop and hydraulics and air ride and all that stuff. And it just
Crazy.
kind of passion.
Yeah. Yeah. So obviously you were self-taught, right? Was there anybody other shops you worked for? Or you always worked for yourself? Like,
No, I mean, I was self-taught, I guess, and then I worked at a few shops, and then I've been doing it for 35 years. I kind of had a job. I always ended up working at places that kind of incorporated window tint or graphics. I worked at a boat factory where I helped build boats and fiberglass fabrication.
oh
And
yeah,
in my
yeah.
mind, that kind of just goes with, you know, cars and custom. And then I tinted the boats. Didn't know how hard
Oh,
I didn't know how hard they were until I got into them. And then back then they were just 3 flat windows. But
that's crazy.
yeah, and then I just worked at a couple other audio shops. I started, used to drive an hour each way to work at an audio shop in Indy. And
Oh,
they
right.
incorporated
Yeah.
window tint and hydraulics and stuff. And then around 96, when Sport Compact started hitting, we
Yeah.
started the Sport Compact, all that good stuff. And
Yeah.
window tint goes right in there with all of it. And we just
Yep.
kind of went
Yep.
from there. Made a
But
lot of friends.
it seemed back in the day that window tinting was always associated with the car audio shops. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it was
Yeah,
car audio. Window
it,
is always there.
exactly. Yep, yep.
Yep. It wasn't like really standalone tint shops. It was always go to the car shop and they have a tinter in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But
yeah, that's crazy.
and then that's kind of where it started, and then just never stopped. And,
So then, for your business, so you're an hour from. You just said you're an hour from Indianapolis.
well, yeah, 45 minutes. I worked in
Okay.
on the south side of Indy, and I had to drive my juiced Civic every day.
Yeah. I'm
To
sure
the
that was
tint
an
shop.
awesome ride. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it sucked. Yeah,
Right.
but it was worth it. I
Right.
still can't believe I
Right.
drew that far.
So then,
Yeah.
so then, how many years have you been in business tinting for yourself?
I've been in business for, let's see, I wrote it down here. I think like 12 years.
12 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've been
Crazy.
tinting. I've had two shops. INTINTZ is about 12 years old.
Okay.
But I had another shop where I did, it was full custom. We did window tinting and hydraulics, air ride,
Oh,
custom
wow.
interior, wheels and tires like you. And
Crazy.
what ended up happening is I did so much window tint. And then the bigger jobs like the suspension work,
Yep.
it ended up being window tint was the quicker, easier money, because if I got a truck in to do a full custom on it, it'd be there a week or 2 weeks or
Yep.
something. And then
Yep.
just kind of went from there. And then I just
See, that's
simplified.
That's what I kind of struggle with a little bit because I have a buddy that went over to California. He learned to rap, right? So then when I moved here, I said, hey, if you want to rap, I'm gonna let you take the lead, and I get projects in. We can do them here in my shop. So he comes and he raps with me. But for partials, I've had to just pretty much learn how to do it myself. It's not a reason for him to come all the way here just to do a hood or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it's a struggle for me to have a vehicle here that long because I'm quick to like a 2 or 3 hour turnaround. And to have a vehicle sitting and having to gauge your mind, you got to go and keep working on it. Go and keep working on it. It's different for me. I'm not used to that.
Yeah. And with this little shop, that kind of was another reason for building a bigger shop is we can have cars like we're wrapping for longer periods of time because we tear them down, wrap them, put them back together. But I still got to tint windows, so
you got it.
you got it. And you can't just move them around. But that kind of is where it comes from.
So now let's talk about rapping real quick. I know rap is still pretty new. A lot of people don't even know what's up with it. But how long have you been doing vinyl rap? Because I was watching you when you were rapping your truck. I'm like every story a little bit more. Like he's rapping and re-rapping. So
the first time or the second time?
Well, the second time I was more so on it. The second you can't help but be scrolling through and see that purple just pop, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can't miss
and
it.
I wasn't even a purple guy. I had a brushed steel, brushed aluminum wrap on it.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah.
I just got tired of it, and I thought, well, when we shut down for a couple of weeks for the COVID.
Oh,
and,
right.
I was like, let's just rip it off and pick something crazy. And I kind of like purple, so.
Right.
And it definitely, it attracts attention everywhere it goes.
Oh, I believe it. That's what I'm saying. That's like the perfect. You could be rolling through town. They'd be like, I'm sure they'd be like, oh, there goes Al. You know what I mean?
There it is.
Yeah, look at that. Dude, this is crazy. That's what I had wanted. A crew cab slammed with a nice wrap on it. That's what I wanted right there.
Simple.
Awesome.
I like them simple.
Awesome. It's clean. It's just clean.
So
then how long have you been rapping then?
It's not too clean right now.
Oh, well, I mean the overall theme. You know what I mean? Yeah, the overall theme. You put the 24s on there and everything, and you're rolling.
Yeah.
So then how long have you been rapping then?
I've been doing raps for about 8-9 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
God, wow. Okay, yeah, that's definitely,
Yeah. I don't consider us I've got a lot of friends that are the big professional. They wrap, they travel around the world wrapping. We just kind of got into it for the love of cars. And a lot of my friends that are in the wrap industry have showed me different things and we kind of learn. And I've always heard that, at some of the things we go to, you can teach a window tinter to wrap,
To
but it's
wrap,
hard to
right.
teach a wrapper to tint windows.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so we just kind of learn from our mistakes.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I've done too. I mean, we don't get a ton of a full install. It's a lot of partial stuff. People want you to do bumpers and hoods and stuff. So it's a lot of
Yep.
partials. But we
Yep.
got a bunch of full color changes under our belt. But yeah, it's like you said, it's just fun. It's exciting. It's something
Yeah.
different.
We get a lot of questions, about wraps, but
Yeah.
when people realize, they think, it's just a, sticker on a car. And then when you tell them how much work's involved and give them the price, that usually scares off the tire kickers because they
Yes,
are not cheap.
sir.
They are not cheap.
Yeah. No, sir. No,
Yeah.
sir. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, it really is. And a lot of
But
people don't
now,
understand it.
so who all do you have with you? You have like your son, or so who do you
Yeah.
have with that's doing flat glass, and you do flat glass, and
Yeah. It's just me, my son, Wesley, he's 22, and then my
okay,
other younger son, and he's still in high school. So he works
okay,
in the summer and after school. But he's coming up. He's doing doors at
that's
16.
crazy. That's
And
crazy.
Wesley's been doing it since he's been around it since he was born. Um,
Wow,
but he's 22 and he's been tinting for I think 11 years now.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. He's
it
like the
is.
silent ninja. He's like the silent ninja.
He's
Like he just
very
probably do his
silent.
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He don't have to worry about posting.
he's out there working on his car right now.
That's crazy. Yeah. He's one of the ones that like down the road he'll be like, "Oh, I've been doing this for such this year." Like, well, who are you? Are you on social media?
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I just
yeah,
I just do it. You know what I mean? It's
exactly.
crazy.
That's what it's all about. You
So
do
then,
you.
so how big is your shop, and what made you finally say, "Dude, I just got to build a shop"? You know what I mean? Because your shop
The,
looks like it's huge.
the new one, it's
Yeah.
48 by 80 with 16-foot walls.
Wow, that's insane.
It is. It's still
Insane.
kind of hard to wrap my mind around it because I really haven't done anything in it other than my own little stuff, trying to get it put together. But
Yeah.
I had a guy message me yesterday wanting me to do a semi, but I just had the ceiling and insulation done Wednesday, Thursday, and part of Friday. And I was like, man, get with me first of the week, and you might be that
Yeah.
first one because I can get them
Good
inside now. I've
grief.
never been able to do that, and but now we're getting the snow, so he probably ain't gonna. He probably. I've got a few. We tend to do a lot of semis and heavy
Really?
equipment, but I always got to go to their shop,
Right.
and
Yep.
you can't control
Right.
the conditions in their shop. So
Right.
um, now I don't have to do that. They can bring them here.
So it is 48 by 80. So you're just gonna have it completely open, or are you gonna separate it off? What's your plan?
It's
What's your
gonna
plan
be
for it?
it's gonna be separated down the middle because
Okay.
one side is the clean tent shop
Oh,
only,
right. Yep.
and then
Yep.
being the dirty car guys that we are, we'll have the dirty shop, the clean shop,
Yep.
and
That makes sense. Yep.
yeah,
That's awesome, man. And you got the whole thing is insulated. You put a ceiling in it. I mean, you
hmm
got heat running out there too. I mean, what do you got for heat?
yeah. It's 15 out now. It's 70 in there right now.
No
So
way.
yeah,
Dude, that is
that's awesome. It's
crazy.
probably a little too warm.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, 70,
But
yeah, 70 might be a little bit too much when you work with heat guns or you're shrinking or you're
yeah,
doing something that you can start getting hot.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. How are you heating the thing?
Uh, I I already had a little pool building, and we just attached it to the back of it. and I already had a
Oh.
furnace, and I already had a furnace in there, a 200,000 BTU furnace. So we tore the
Oh,
back wall
okay.
down, and it blows into the new shop. But we're going to move the furnace.
Gotcha. 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 So when do you think you're gonna be up and running, like totally ready to roll? Like is like because I don't know. Like usually when you post on social media, you'll post your cars, I think, like out in the front of your garage, right? So you
Yeah.
post them out there. So then
Yeah.
if you have your house, how do you get back? Is the shop on around the side of the house then, or how's it?
It's around the
Okay,
side, and
around the
there's
side.
a
Yep.
road. There's a little lane going back there. Uh,
Okay.
I hope to
Okay.
have a little
That's
spot,
awesome.
a little photo spot back there once we get it all up and going.
Gotcha, gotcha. It's funny because my neighbor across the street just came in, moved. He built this whole shop and did all this. Like my shop is 45 by 50, but he used to use it as just like a equipment building and stuff like that. So it's not
Yeah.
insulated and stuff. You know what I mean? So now it's kind of like I got to backtrack because I put lights up and I put all this stuff. I got to backtrack to try to put a ceiling in there and do all
Yeah.
this stuff. So it's like I got to kind of go back to move ahead. But yeah, I'm trying to see
Exactly.
because heating is gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you guys have
Yeah.
propane or I don't know what you have out there, but it's crazy.
It's natural gas, but being not out there all the time right now, I just shut it off at night. But
Right, right,
but with the insulation, it's still kind of warm right now.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, man, that is a beautiful place. So now, so I
Thank
gotta
you.
ask about the cars though, because you got like what is that, a '67
Yep.
Impala? What is
67.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. See, I was
67.
wondering.
Yeah.
I've been looking
Yeah.
at it, dude. You got to talk about the car, man, because I've been wanting to know about this car for years,
That
dude.
car, that car I bought for $1,500 off a friend of mine, and
Good
I
grief,
was always into lowriders, and it's got full candy paint. Um,
dude.
we did everything. Had a buddy do all the body work and paint. That's what he does. It's got 2 pumps and 8 batteries,
Good
13-inch
grief.
Dayton's. It's only
Yeah.
got one door.
OG.
I don't. It's only got one door. I don't know if you've seen good pictures of it or not, but it's got a wraparound couch, the passenger side. So
Really?
we shaved the passenger side door off of it, and the
That's
driver's side
crazy.
door is a suicide. But
Really?
yeah, it was in lowrider in '98.
Was it? No way.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
and
insane.
then
See,
Window
you know
Tint
what?
took over, and I haven't
Yep,
been able to drive
yep.
it.
That's nuts. I mean, because it's like the undercarriage and everything else. I'm assuming is all done, right? I mean, like chrome or all that stuff like
Chrome,
that.
chrome.
Dude, that's
Not it's
crazy.
not
So
all chrome, but a lot of it is.
right. So I mean, would you even take it out for a Sunday drive and roll it, or I mean,
I would love to, but I just
yeah,
now it's set for so long, because I had it when I moved to this house a long time ago. I kind of just stuck it back in the corner of the barn I got now because I was
yeah,
already tinting so many windows that I didn't have time to do it because I was tinting day and
right.
night, so I didn't have time to do all my stuff. And that's kind of where it's at now. It's just been sitting for a little while, so I need to go through it and get it cleaned up. But
Yeah, dog.
yeah,
That's insane. That's awesome. That is awesome. Because you know what? When I was younger, these dudes over in this little town, my buddy knew them. They had a black one, and every time my buddy would go over and hang out, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm finna go over to so-and-so." I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna roll over there with you. I'm gonna check it out." And
yeah,
it'd just be
yeah,
in the car with the box slammed, the front be up, and you could see them taillights. And I'm like, "Dude, that thing."
yeah,
They had a black one like that. It was just awesome. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
They got
So I
great
remember
lines. Yeah.
that.
My
Oh,
wife's
for
got a
sure.
64. My wife's got a 64 with switches on it, but the body
No
work isn't
way.
done.
What?
Yeah,
You guys are
yeah,
killing it. You guys are killing it. Hey, ultimately, if I can get, I want to get this box Chevy done, and I bought it for $1,500, like
yeah.
69,000 miles. It's sat outside, so I got a lot of things done to it. I want to clean it up. I want to wrap it, and then if I sell it, drive and sell it, I want to try to jump into a lowrider. But I want something
Oh
clean
yeah,
just to be able to have that experience. Because I had my buddy had shops, and we used to three-wheel around the town in his cars and
oh
stuff. But
yeah,
I want to have that own thing myself, man.
yeah,
One of these
yeah.
days. So let me
I made
switch.
a lot
Let
of
me switch
friends with
up.
that car.
Oh, I bet you have. I bet that thing is beautiful, man. So let me switch gears. So what
Yeah.
film are you using, and what film do you what are your go-to? What are the films you're using and everything?
Well, I use Solar FX,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Feel the effects.
yeah, I've used a lot of films, dealt with a lot of people, and these guys hands down the best people I've ever dealt with. Sean
Yeah.
Vogler, Derek Vogler, Cal Lillard, all of them. But I just go two lines. I use their vintage film, which is I offer lifetime warranty on it, and
Yep.
their full ceramic IRFX, or not the IRFX, that's black glass, but the FX
FX
Stream
Extreme.
2,
Okay.
too.
I've seen
Yeah,
Yep. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And they're both awesome.
Yeah. And then how long you been using? What were you using before them, and how long you been using Solar Effects now?
Hold on. Sorry, I had to dismiss that call. They must be canceling school. That was,
Oh.
can you hear me?
So yeah, I got you. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you. You still
hold on a
there?
second.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you. It's a little bit different, but I can hear you. You still there? You got you? Oh, there you go. Yep. There you go. Oh, did the Bluetooth
Let me
come undone?
reconnect.
Okay. All right. I think Al's gonna reconnect real quick. But hey, I see you guys vibing over here in the chat. I appreciate you guys hanging in there, listening to Al's story, because Al be doing some big stuff, you guys, man. You guys definitely have to check out his social media, man, because the presentation is awesome. All right,
You
here
got
goes
me?
Al. He's back. Yep, you're all
Yeah,
good.
that's the
You're
school's
all good.
calling to cancel school tomorrow.
Yep. See, we already got our notification a couple hours ago,
Yeah,
so I already know what's going down.
yeah.
So Solar FX has been your go-to, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've used a lot of films. I wrote them all down here. I used SunGuard, Max Pro, Cordalds, which I don't remember what that translates to.
Yep.
Global, American
Global.
Standard,
Yep.
Lumar, Matico, Solar FX, and Solar
Yep.
Guard. But
Yep.
yeah,
So that what is your what's your go-to shade? Like what is in Indiana
20,
over there close to 20%?
20.
That's what I say. 20%. Yep. All
Yep.
day, right?
You know what? And when they were short on 20 a little bit when the COVID hit and all the shipping stuff popped up, and he had some 15, and I was like, okay, because I'm kind of I get in my niche, 20. If I carry
Yep.
20 and 15, and it just kind of throws another wrench in the
I know.
sprocket or
I
whatever.
know.
But
Exactly.
people like
Yep.
15. People like 15
That's
too.
crazy.
And
That's crazy.
I like it. You can tell.
See, that's the hard for me. I can't tell as much with the 15 to a 20. I mean, if you do, let's say, I do a lot of front matches, So you put that
Mm-hmm.
15 on it, and it's like a pinch darker, but it's
Yeah.
not like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's not life changing different, but
right, right. So it's like if someone never had their windows tinted before and they pull up in a truck and I have 15, it's like, well, I might as well get rid of 15. And they say, oh, I just want the fronts done. If I don't even mention a shade and put the 15 on there, they're good to go. But you know what I mean?
yeah.
Sometimes some people will be like, well, what percentage do you use on the fronts? I really want this. And it's like, you're not going to notice any difference. I do 15 or 20. You know what I mean? So I generally just
Yeah.
go to the 20,
Yeah. I've got some 20 coming tomorrow, but I go through 20 a lot, and 35 not so much.
Right, right. Now, do you have a lot of young dudes come in lately and just want like 5% on everything, 5% on this, 5% on
Oh
that?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yep.
so it's
And I
like the
tell them
same
up front,
trend.
I'm like, hey, it's dark. If you're out in the dark at night, and you're gonna have to roll your window down.
Yeah,
But some people do, and there's some I turn down. When they
yeah.
want, like, I had a guy wanting 20 on his windshield, and I had to say, I can't do that. The
Right.
darkest I'll do is 35. We do 50 and 35. And
Okay,
he's like,
that
well,
was
can you at least do because it was an extended cab truck, and he wanted all the sides in 5 and then the windshield in 20.
dude,
That's a
that's
little
dark.
sketchy. Yeah.
That's
So,
real sketchy, man.
but I'm doing the sides and the rear. I'm not going to do the windshield.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've done 20% only twice. The one time the guy was like, oh, well, this is my second truck. I have another car I'm going to buy, so I'm not really going to drive my truck that often. And I did 2 or 3 trucks for the kids before, so I'm like, all right, I'll do 20% on you. I know you, it's your show truck. You ain't going to be driving, so I did that. And then a while
Yeah, it might
ago,
be different. Yeah, it might be
you
different.
know, right. And then a while ago, this other dude was like, well, me and my buddies, his buddy pulled up and dropped him off. And I'm looking at his buddy's truck. I'm like, dude, I can't see in that freaking truck the same. I wouldn't be able to name anything in that truck. And he's like, yeah, we all have our trucks down. So I'm like, dude, don't do 20. I told the kid, don't do 20. So I said, let's do 35. So then I pulled the truck in. They left. He called me 20 minutes ago. Dude, I really want to do 20. Can you do 20? I said, dude, you're not gonna be able to see nothing. He's like, yeah, I really just want to do it. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. So then that was the only twice in my life I've ever done 20% on a windshield.
Yeah.
Only twice. It's crazy.
Usually my go-to is like, hey, my kids are out there on the road when you're driving around with that 20 on your windshield.
Right.
Just like
right.
you don't want to hurt nobody.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's like I did 5% on this truck this morning. I did 5% on a Malibu. I was telling people I never even used to carry 5%. Like 5 or 6 years ago, I never had 5%. But now it's like every other person, they just wants it limo black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and windshields are big now.
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
They really blew up last summer.
Yes.
People wanting windshields.
Yes. And I, with my social media, I'm just like, it is what it is. I put the videos on YouTube. I'll take a picture of it for a windshield. And it's like, I think last year I was doing a windshield, a couple of them every week. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. And sometimes we used
yourself,
to do 4 or 5 a week.
Dude, that's nuts. So how big is your city then? Like to bring people in around you? You got a big base of...
Yeah, we pull from probably 4 cities. Kokomo's about, I think, 40,000, 50,000, something like that. I'm not really sure, but we've got 2 Chrysler plants here that do the transmissions. They're building an engine plant here right now, probably 10 minutes from here. And then, so it's an industrial town, but then I guess we draw most of our people from within 50 miles, I would say.
So do you feel like you got to like hit the social media hard, or you just been there so long, people just calling you up all the time?
I never rest on my laurels. I keep pushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't pay for advertisement, so I got to stay on social media.
Okay.
And I've been blessed. That's
how I feel. Right, that's how I feel. I feel like always keep yourself in the eyes nowadays. You know what I mean? If they're on their phone, then they want to see you. They won't ever forget about you.
Yep.
You know?
Stay humble.
Right. Yep. But no, your whole presence the presence is crazy. I mean, how you do it, because like that's the thing that stands out. If you just like me, I used to be crazier before I was busy. I would Photoshop an image and do stuff like that and try to make my picture stand out. And then I felt to myself, dude, I'm so busy. I haven't posted anything on social media. I just started throwing cars up there. But I wanted to have that style, you know?
Last week, I didn't post much stuff at all last week just because, we did a bunch of work. We did that building and I just kind of was wore out by the time we got home. So last week I kind of laid off of it, but I'll pick it back up probably tomorrow. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I guess I have to, but if it snows, I'll be back out building the shop.
Right. So you're building it too with everyone else. You're building it.
Well, they put it up and finished it. Now I've got to make it mine. Like,
gotcha.
Benches and walls and lights,
gotcha.
Stuff like that. Air circulation.
So if you and your sons are doing your business, like what time do you guys start? Like you wake up and go over and just start, like how do you kind of run your thing? Like I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna tint this and blah blah blah. And
I'm an early guy. I get up at 5:30. Yeah. I'm in the shop by 6:30. Wesley will be here at 8 o'clock. We're open from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday. I don't do weekends unless I have to, because in the wintertime, I might knock out a Saturday or something, but we just try, because I value my weekends, spending it with family and stuff like that. I know a lot of guys I see online, they'll work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every day, but that'll burn you out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, money's good, but you got to live too.
it's funny because one of these tint groups, someone just said that, and he said, the guy was like, "Oh, how many cars you guys doing? Something, this, and that." And I posted, I'm like, "Dude, freaking set your schedule. Don't worry about it, because you start doing like it just ain't worth it no more. I mean, you know what I
It's
mean? Like
not.
it ain't worth it really no more. Like I'd rather pace my schedule, know I have that instead of trying to
Yep.
be out there killing myself. You know what I mean?
Yep. And we do dealer work too. We travel on Fridays. Um,
Okay.
and we set a partial day aside on Fridays, and then we go to a different dealership every Friday. But
Okay. That's crazy. So that's have your footprint. You're there. You're rocking and rolling. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know
we
what I
definitely
mean?
try. We try. Just keep trying.
That's cool. So how's your, so how much flat glass? I don't want to say how much flat glass you're doing, but like I want to try to like, so how much, what, I guess what the percentage of your business for flat glass then? You know what I mean? Like, do
Um,
people really know you for flat glass too, or kind of it's like it trickles in here and there, you
yeah,
know?
it's grown. It's grown in the past. Probably. Sorry, Wesley just pulled in the garage. So
Yep, no
I guess
problem,
he's
no
done out
problem.
there. Um, we our flat glass has grown in the past 4 years. Um,
Yep.
probably, I mean, it went from nothing to double, triple. We've got 5 jobs going right now. We just did
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, if
Wow.
you can get into flat glass, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, yeah, for
But,
sure. I mean, I dibble and dabble. I mean, I have some pretty decent sized projects. Like, I did a mall a year or so ago. It was like
mm-hmm,
freaking 90 by 60s. I did like the whole front end of this mall store or whatever. I mean, so yeah, I definitely do flat glass. Flat glass, like
mm-hmm.
I think if you set yourself up, like you said, if you can do a wrap project sometime, you can tint. It helps to change it up. You know what I mean? It helps to
Yeah,
keep things fresh. You know?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you see that
yeah.
size of that window we got to do in a dealership? We got to
I don't think
do
I saw it.
97 by 93 piece.
That's crazy. That's
We
crazy.
got to,
Did you
we got to
post it,
have a,
or were you posting a picture of
I
it?
haven't, I haven't done it yet. I was just, we've got it
Okay.
cut. All we're doing is kind of
Okay.
waiting on it. It's thermal paint. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just huge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 90.
I want to just set aside time to do that one.
So it's
But
97 by 93. You
90,
said.
yeah.
So how you have to like seam it then, or
Yeah, right at
how
the,
would you?
what you do, you seam it up high because it's 15 feet off the floor. So if you
Okay.
seam it as high as you can get it horizontally,
Yep.
the hidden seam is hidden in the awning of the building,
Oh.
so
Okay.
it's less
Okay. Okay.
noticeable. But
Okay.
that's really
So
about the only way you can do that.
so the bottom. So the bottom is gonna be 15 feet, and then you got 90 some inches higher. That's gonna be up
Well,
there. That's up
I
there.
know the top piece is 22 inches, and then the other
Good
piece is the
grief.
remainder.
Wow.
But it's a big
That is
one.
crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
No, I mean that's the one thing I see like a couple guys doing like cabins, and they're doing them big piece of stuff. Dude, that gets a little up there for
Yeah,
me. I don't know.
yeah.
It's insane.
I don't like doing them, but I'm not a
Good
big
grief.
ladder guy. I hate
Me
ladders,
no,
but
me
I'll get
neither.
in the
I don't
lift.
know.
I'll get
Yep.
in the lift.
That's what I tell people. You get me in a lift, I'm cool. But you try to get me in a ladder 2 stories up, nah, I don't wanna
Yeah.
mess with it.
Nope.
Not me.
I've seen ladders
It's
slide out.
Dude, I see people get on the freaking department stores with ladders, and I'm thinking that guy must be crazy. When you're driving by, like he must be crazy. And the ladder all the way to top of the roof of the department store. That's insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
like, what do you guys? So what's like your plan then? Because if you do a wraps, you're doing flat glass. So I mean, you're gonna I mean, what direction I guess do you want to try to take things? You know what I mean? Because if you've been hustling for a while. Do you want to kind of maybe get a couple other people and oversee them? Do you kind of want to go out? I mean, kind of what is your kind of your goal for the future? You know what I mean?
We've went through a couple of guys that just didn't work out. Um, I would like to get to the point to where we could hire another guy again, but one that we could trust, you know.
Right.
to,
Right.
because that's hard to do because we're tight, family oriented.
Right.
And when they're just the way it is. I'd like to branch out into PPF. Wesley seems to like the wrap side of it more
Yep.
as a
Yep.
passion, but the
Yep.
PPF, you got to know what you're doing. And I've done a
Right.
few, and then we had Solar FX has got, they offer PPF now, a really good one,
Right.
and
Right.
they had a class that they had scheduled, and we were on our way to go there, but then the COVID hit, and they couldn't do it, so
Yeah.
that's where we're at. And I've got guys
See,
waiting for me to do it.
really?
I mean,
Wow.
yeah,
See, I was going
people
to ask
call
you
me.
that. Yeah.
We probably get at least a couple of calls a week for PPF, and
Yep.
it's tough when you got to say
You
no
have to
because
say,
I'd rather
you got to say no.
no because I'm a perfectionist, and
Yeah.
PPF, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, it's not, you get a speck of dust or an edge lifting or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yep.
put my name on
Oh,
that.
yeah. No. I kind of feel like I was going to ask you about PPF earlier. We skimmed over top of it. I was going to ask you that if you guys are doing it or if you're thinking about doing PPF. But
Yeah.
I feel like kind of like I can't feel like that's my next challenge. You know what I mean? Because for so long you're trying to get your tint right, but then you start tinting and you don't even think about tinting anymore. You know what I mean? You just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Car comes in,
Just
let's
get
get
it
it done.
done.
Boom. You don't think about it. And then
Yeah.
now it's like, what else? Rapping, I know how rap is. I know if a car is in here, I can call my buddy. We can both knock it out. We'll be good. We'll be happy with it. But now it's like, you see all these dudes slinging PPF on full cars and hoods. And
Yeah.
it's like, dude, you want to touch that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to be that guy, and I'm just not there yet, but I'd love to be.
I know. I see it. I see these shops killing it, and I just look at it, and I'm just like, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's such a opposite from vinyl wrapping. It's a total different. The other side of it, compared to heat and dry, it's like
Yeah.
it's stretching and
yeah.
wet. It's just crazy.
It's way different.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I would like to try to get trained too. I want to try to go to something or set something up to try to get trained the PPF because I feel like people are now starting to ask about it more than years ago. They're starting to ask. You get people asking about it like all the time. You know what I mean?
Yep. Exactly.
It's crazy. No doubt. So yeah, definitely that's something my goal too. I mean, like I said, because I'm not wrapping cars every freaking week. People are asking questions,
No.
kicking tires, but but yeah, we'll see. Now that I know a while ago they had that tint. Was it 2 years ago or a year ago? They had the tint. What was that? The conference or whatever in Indiana.
Yep.
Did you ever go to that? Oh, you were there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, you were there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I was in the competition. I think I came out
yep.
82nd. But
Okay. Yep.
hey, that's the first time I ever done it. I would have done it a lot
Right.
different,
Right.
again. But
Right. And see, I was going to
It
ask
was
you that
neat.
because I know you were right there. You were close to Indiana. Like, he probably went. So I was going to ask because I know, like,
Yeah.
I've never been. And then people were saying, Wayne, it's in Indiana. Ain't that far away. You should just go. And I was thinking to myself, I had so much going on. I think I worked my regular job and I was 10. I can't remember. But so I know they were having it coming up. But, like, and I know a lot of people said, dude, that'd be awesome. Get a bunch of people to go down there. So that's one thing I would like to do coming up one of these years to go to the thing. I'm just going to hang out. I'm not going to try
It was
to,
cool.
I just want to hang out and vibe and meet people. You know what I mean?
yeah, I've never really competed against anybody. I just usually try to compete against myself every day,
Right, right,
and try to.
right,
I'm not in a race, but it was kind of
right,
a race, but you got to do it good, fast. And that's
right,
really
right.
at the end of the day. But it was definitely cool to try once. I'd do it again. I bet I could do a lot better second time
Right,
around.
kind of. Now that you kind of
After you know
what's
what they're
going up.
looking for, yeah, they
Right.
look for certain things, and yeah,
That's crazy. That's crazy. So when you guys get your cars, you and your son both knock cars out. Like you guys both always just knocking the cars out together. Then.
yeah. Say a typical 4-door sedan, we'll both start cleaning the doors, and then I'll continue around, prep the back, dryer, we use a DSP bag on the
Okay,
back
yep,
window, and I'll start letting that dry. And by that time, he's got the passenger side clean, starting to cut and hang, and I'll come back and cut and hang because we just hand cut everything. I don't even have a plotter.
Right. I heard you mention that. And that was going to be my
Mm-hmm.
question too, because I feel like I hand cut and I run over to my buddy's shop. I tint over there, my customers and his customers. I tint mine here. I go to a couple dealerships. So I feel like a plotter for me would be tough. But like you guys are home
Yeah,
based in your shop and it's two of you, but you still, so what is your whole thought process behind plotter? I mean, what's your kind of your opinion, I guess? You know what I mean?
I see the value of plotter. They do work and they do speed it up, but I don't know. I can just have more control over the film if I've got a roll right there and not have to worry about Wi-Fi or it's not in the computer or the internet's not working or this pattern is too small. You get
Right.
it on the roll, I'm good to go. That's the way I learned.
Right.
So, and
Exactly. Yeah.
it's kind of an
Right.
art. I
Right.
consider that the difference between a window tinter, and an installer.
Yeah. Yeah. That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
there's
Yep.
nothing
Installer
against
installs.
that,
Yep.
nothing against
Right.
that, but
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
just
That's crazy. That's what I've been doing as well. And I know, and like I said, I think that if you always work on your process and everything, you can kind of get it dialed in. My
hmm
one buddy has his peel board set up to his car. He moved into a new shop. He has a car. He has a peel board, so he can go boom boom. I kind of
hmm
have my peel board right behind the bumper. I like to back a car in. I have the back glass there. I go right around the doors. You kind of work on
yeah,
that process, and once you get it figured
yeah,
out, it works for you.
yeah. You're not even thinking about it. You're just jamming, listening to the radio,
Yep.
getting it out the door.
Yep, exactly, exactly. That is crazy. Well, I talked to people. I said if I can get some getaway time, I want to try to come through because you're not that far away.
I want you
Come
to,
through,
yeah,
hang out, and see what's going on. I mean, I love to come over
yeah.
here and hang out, man. So that's
We're
on
gonna
my
have
that's
an
on my
open.
list.
We'll have an open house party. Coming probably this summer or
Okay.
sometime. I
Yeah, yeah,
got one of
yeah.
my buddies that does the International Brotherhood of Rappers. He's
Oh, for real.
also, yeah, he's out of Indy. The IBOW. You ever heard of those guys?
Yep, yep. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Dan Nava. He's
Oh yeah,
just
yeah. Damn, I've heard
we're
of him.
good
Yep.
friends. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's a DJ too. I don't know if you know that, but
Really? No,
he
I
wants
didn't
to come
know
up and
that. Huh?
DJ. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah, 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 dude, that's crazy. Yeah, so I mean, hopefully, like I said, if you post it up and you do your thing, hopefully, man, we'll see how the dates align, everything. I'd love to come out and hang
yeah.
out, man.
You can come out
Definitely.
anytime you want to.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate it because I like to come out, pick your brain, hang out maybe for a day or so, and then freaking scoot. But yeah, no, I'm gonna. That's what I like to do, man. I wanna come see that lowrider in person. I want to
Yeah,
get a little picture of his stuff.
anytime. No, anytime, anytime.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I'm gonna get ready to wrap up, Al. Man, I appreciate you on here taking the time to hang out and vibe and get to know your
No
story and
problem.
everything. Because, like I said, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of your whole thing, man. I've always been a
I'm a
fan of
fan of
it.
you
So
too. I wish I had
it's
the kind of
crazy. It's
drive you
crazy.
had to do the live streams, and because I wish I could do I've got a YouTube channel, but I just don't have time. I wish
The
I
time
could
is.
find that
I know.
time.
I know. Trust me. The time for editing videos is
I
crazier
know
than. I mean, God, dog. I mean,
that could be
I edited.
hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. It might for me to do like a 20 minute video. Honestly, is about 3 or 4 hours to do that, and trying to
Hmm.
find that time. And now, when I know things are slower and stuff like that, I try to do it
Yep.
now because I'm like, the summer comes. I might be tinting right now outside because it's
Yep.
summertime. You know what I mean?
I'm just
So,
happy that Facebook lets you schedule posts ahead of
oh right, right,
time
right.
because
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tint all day and then post later that night for and then
Ah,
tint
gotcha,
some more,
gotcha. And
post
yeah,
them
yeah,
that
yeah.
night. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I never even thought of it. See, as I was saying, I always learn
Yeah.
something new. I never even thought of that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you can schedule them for whenever you want them to go up, and I usually just put them every 2 hours, 1 hour from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
day
yeah.
before. So if you ever notice the weather or something, it might not be that weather today.
Right. It's sunny today. Why you got snow on there?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
exactly. Yeah,
Yep. That's cool. See, I learned something new. I never even thought of that. Instead of just blowing a whole bunch 50 out, just keep it kind of steadily trickling in. People
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
it. Right, right,
Exactly.
right.
You got to space them out.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well, all right, Allie, I appreciate you stopping in. Man, thank you so much for taking your time telling us the story. You know what I mean? I know guys were
No
talking about
problem.
different things and jump in on every parts of stuff that we were saying in the comments and stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
can't
But
see any of their comments on here.
that's the one thing. If I blast it on here, then you can see it, and then but yeah, it's hard like that though. But no, man, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping in. Like I said, I've always been a fan. I enjoyed talking to you one on one. You know what I mean?
Yep, I appreciate it too, Wayne.
No doubt. I'll be looking at the social media, and I'll be checking progress to that shop. Like, okay, he did that. He installed that. I saw the speaker in the corner. I'm looking at everything, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta have
No
fun.
doubt. Yo, no doubt. You do it up, man. So, hey, I appreciate you stopping in, man. I will talk to you. I'll see you on Facebook, and definitely as the weather gets better, man, I'm gonna try to hopefully be able to shoot over
Whew.
and hang out.
Yep, do that. Not don't do it tomorrow.
No, we ain't doing it tomorrow. I might not even leave the house tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I may not either.
Yeah, no
I may not
doubt.
be able to.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, you guys might get. We ain't gonna get that snow, but it's gonna get cold.
Yeah,
So, hey, you
I
guys be
actually have.
safe, man.
Yep, I actually had a guy that built my barn. I got to call him back once we get off here. He's wanting to do his windshield tomorrow, and
Oh yeah.
he's got a brow, and he's an Amish guy because I had an
Oh.
Amish built it, and I was like, "Have
Okay.
you seen the weather?" He's like, "What time you want me to be there?" He's like,
Yeah.
"I was like, have you looked at the weather?" He's like, "No," because you don't watch TV.
Right.
So I was like, "Here's what." So no, we got 9 to 12 inches coming. So I got to call him back when I get off here. And
You know what's crazy though? I mean, like we're similar because we got tons of Amish over here by us, and this
great
guy came
people.
with, oh man, they hard workers, dude. They will freaking hook something up, and it's
Yeah.
like this one kid came over. He lives a little bit south of me, and he said, "Dude, check out this speaker box. This Amish dude built this speaker box and put this sub in it." It was like one of the best speaker boxes I've ever seen in my life, dude. It was all thin. He's like,
Yeah.
if you want to get a speaker box, but I'm like, dude, I want to have that as a coffee table, not for the speaker box. It was like, it was beautiful. It was stained
Yeah.
wood and everything. It was really nice. So yeah, Amish dude, man, they ride over here too. A bunch of them, man. They riding the buggies into town and stuff still over by me. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Al, man, I will let you go,
All right,
man.
buddy.
Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. I will talk to you soon.
Okie doke. I appreciate it, Wayne.
All right, have a good one. We'll talk to you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Man, that was Al, guys. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Al is awesome, man. Like I said, we all got people we follow, and we all got fans. I'm a total fan of Al's work, and man, he's just it's some of that similar stuff where you're rocking with lowriders and all the stuff that kind of we grew up with and stuff like that. And he's slinging tint, so that's like the cool part of it is like nowadays we have this network that we can all talk to. Like if you have help, you can message me on Facebook or message him and ask how he did that or ask how we did that. So I think that's the cool part of just this whole thing that together that we can all connect and vibe on. So man, I appreciate it. And like I said, I just learned something from him about scheduling his post on Facebook. See, I never thought to do that. But that's awesome. See, I learn something new every night, man. So I appreciate you guys always hanging out in the live streams and stuff like that. I see we got 12 people on. We've been out here for about an hour and a half. Hey, if you guys are in the cold weather, appreciate it, Al. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Like I said, it's awesome. It was. I learned something, and I just liked hearing out. It's so crazy because like the stuff that Al was doing and I was doing the same stuff, going through lowriders, going through that phase. I mean, he actually built a nice lowrider. I never did, but it's just crazy how similar stuff is, man. So no, thanks for stopping in, Al. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun. I know we still got a few people in on the stream, but like I said, guys, it's 8:30. It started streaming about 7. We got an hour and a half in. I want to have Al jump on and hang out, but probably gonna be on Wednesday. Kenny B, thanks for hanging out, man. Like I said, there's so many other things, so many other people that have gone through stuff to get to where they're at. You know what I mean? I mean, he's grinded for years in his town and learned from other shops. Worked at other shops and done his own thing. And it's crazy to be able to just put that hard work in. You put that hard work in, and people just know you for just your work and your style and everything. So I think that's what's cool. You know what I mean? Appreciate it, Kenny B. Appreciate it, Johnny Beers. Like I said, I think we can learn something from everyone, and it's totally different when we know. I mean, you see some of these other places or whatever, but I never meant to be a total like an interview type thing. But I'm pulling in people that I've been following for years, and I'm being able to hear their story and I'm being able to learn from them on a one-to-one basis. And you guys are here to be able to listen to it and learn as well, or ask questions. You know what I'm saying? So we're all being able to vibe together. You know what I mean? What's up, Just Right? Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. Like I said, I follow all you guys, man. I'm following all you guys, and you know, that's what I see exactly. That's what I'm saying. We're building more of a network. You know what I mean? It's more of a network here. You know, you got people that you can rely on, people that you can call. It's cool. I appreciate it. I like being a part of it. So it's very cool to me, and I enjoy it. This is a whole nother thing, you know, than just me trying to put videos by myself. I mean, we got videos up that, you know, now from other people that are sharing their stories with us. So that's cool. This video will be on the channel and we'll be able to hear it. Yep, snow's on the way, man. I know a lot of you guys are going to get some mass snow. Hopefully 3 months we can forget about all this snow and be outside hanging out. You know what I mean? Hey, you guys get in the snow. Take care. Be safe. Be warm. Hopefully we don't have any furnaces going out. Our furnace went out about 2 weeks ago. Some big freaking computer board and it shut down. Luckily, it wasn't that cold. It shut down in the morning. We still at about 60 degrees. Called the guy that fixed it. So hopefully the furnace is good to go for the rest of the winter. So, hey guys, I appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here. I got my daughter walking down here. She must want something. Okay, you're walking. No, we're getting ready to wrap up. But no, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, just right. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to do things in our own circle, you know, our own area. Like we know that we have this foundation if we need something. And like you guys too, just ride all the whole just ride Twisted Tint. Man, we gotta get on here and we gotta vibe. We gotta talk about things as well. So I'm gonna have you guys on at 1.2. Johnny Bears, you guys are always here. I like to talk to you guys and really pick your brain and see what you got going on. Because Johnny, I mean, to anybody that has questions, what better area or platform to be able to ask the questions here, where it's many of us to give you ideas. And then, like you said, you can go check this video out tomorrow and look through some of the tips and be able to connect and remember stuff too. So it's awesome. I enjoy it, and we all share a common bond together. And I feel like I'll help any of you guys out. You guys will help me out. You know, what other industry? This is what I was thinking to myself like last night. I was thinking, what other industry does that? You know what I mean? Do you have a bunch of plumbers all hanging out talking about plumbing? You know what I mean? Or do you have a bunch of I don't know. You got a bunch of guys that are working at, you know, another company. I'm not trying to disrespect those guys, but what other industry like this gets down and vibes together like we do? You know what I mean? All the tent groups from like Matt and different people, we vibe together, man. And some industries, I don't see that happening. So we're connecting like crazy and we're all vibing together over common bonds. So it's awesome. It's awesome. So guys, hey, I'm going to be out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out on the live stream, man. I'm going to go watch a little more TV and make sure my kids are straight. They don't have school tomorrow, so they'll be hanging out. But I appreciate you guys always hanging out, man. Appreciate Al. Thank you again, Al, for stopping in, spending about an hour with us. Next Wednesday, we'll be back. We'll be chatting. We'll be seeing what we come back and tell me what you learned during the week. And stay warm, guys, because it's gonna be cold, man. So we will see you guys later. Kenny, thanks for stopping in. And Al, Just Ride, Johnny B, T-Town Tints. We had Twisted Tints. Hey, you guys stay safe, stay warm. We'll talk to you guys later. I'm out. Stay faded. Peace.